Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Cone Dodger here. Welcome to Formula One 2018, starting a brand new career mode in this brand new video game that features Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, and Max Verstappen in a picture that is very much so noise filtered in Photoshop. Let's prove we are ready in a career. But first we gotta choose a team. Unfortunately, the career doesn't use the tryout system. I was really hoping they would go back to that, where you try out for a team and then, work your way up the ladder. You basically get to choose where you want to start. And the different teams have different expectations. Williams, who we ended our 2017 game career with, is now at the bottom of the ladder, and all they want you to do is be consistent. Versus, say, Renault, who we started with last career, want you to develop and compete. They want you to move that team to the top of the ladder ASAP. So, what are we going to do for our 2018 series? I have chosen to start not at the bottom of the ladder, but somewhere in the middle, and go for a team that has a fighting chance, but needs development. So we are going to start with Haas. And apparently we get to choose who our teammate is. So do we want to go for Grosjean or Magnussen? You see, it was in the old game, in 2017. We were one of these two. So, who do we want to replace? Probably Grosjean, because he's probably the one most likely to be replaced to Haas, let's be honest. Is that cruel? That's a little cruel, I suppose, but it's what I've done. And hopefully Magnussen can be a good enough teammate moving forward that we can keep him, and we can keep with Haas and keep fighting to get Haas to the top step. That would be cool. I would really like that. I have spent a couple hours here in the game already, getting it to work, because you remember the hangups in 2017? I was having those way worse here in 2018. So trying some different things here. However, I've already kind of established where I want to be. The AI driver level has reset. I had done some experiments at the end of our last career to see where we wanted to start this career, but things are very different now. And I think 85 expert is where I will begin. We may not always stay there at 85. I may move that up. But 85 seems like the place where it'll be fun and challenging, and that's what I want. Also, 50% races, I think that's what the audience likes the most, and that's what I like the most. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't like flashbacks, I do like safety cars, and I do like the full damage, and I do like the manual starts, so we'll do all those. And the driver proficiency, I usually go for professional here. And just like that, we're off to Australia for the Melbourne. That's opposite. We're off to Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. Hey, that's the right order. Oh man, always a tipping point for the season for us because it's not my best track. Let's hope that these obviously pre-rendered sequences.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now.
Emma, I'm pretty sure
motorsports journalist.
We already had
nice
this conversation.
To meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career.
Oh, I thought she was just going to call me pretty.
F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about.
Looks like an interview to me.
On track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team will be affected by what you say to the media. So be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Alright, so we got a new girl. That's our sponsorship dealio, I think.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tire wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas
like
of
somebody
the car
took
that are
a
lacking
webcam and just
and help us
blew
direct
up
our
the model of it.
resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car. so it's well worth the effort.
All right.
Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
I mean, I drive race cars. I don't really do grooming, but okay. Can I read the books over there?
Welcome to your new team.
Oh, hi, Emma.
Haas are experts in getting great value out of every investment. That's why they skipped being backmarkers and jumped straight into the midfield pack in their first season. You are now one of those investments.
Really?
Make
That's
sure
how
they
that
get
works,
plenty
huh?
of value, okay?
Hey guys, do you want to be backmarkers? Nah, I think we'll just skip that part. Yeah, that's obviously how that works. Okay, so here we are. This is our workstation. These are the sessions. We have unread messages. F8. Okay. F8. Hello, Gunther Steiner. Gunther Steiner. Can that be all one name? Welcome to the team. Between yourself and Kevin, I'm sure we can have a fantastic season. My door is always open if you need anything. Kindest regards, Gunther Steiner. It's probably a real person. It's probably the real, like, chairman of Haas F1, and I've just made fun of his name. Carl just says hello. Emma tells us of something that I don't think we were supposed to know about yet. Team goal. Okay. Finish 10th or better in the next 2 weekends, or in one of the next 2 weekends, for, a reward of resource points. Okay. Carl. Okay, that's updates there. And Jeff! Oh, it's Jeff. Look, everybody. It's Jeff. Oh, and look, everybody. We're going to have a rainy first race of the season. Wonderful! This is cool, though. I'm glad that they give you the weather forecast in a cohesive way. Actually, all of this seems very nice and cohesive. This feels a lot better than the last game. It feels so, put together. Everything's like right here. What's next? Not that.
Here you can see the pertinent details about your current contract. On one side are the objectives and bonuses that we've negotiated with the team. On the other
Who's we?
is information regarding how you're perceived throughout the paddock, your reputation with the current team, and your overall value to them, which is a combination of these elements.
Okay, so Haas wants a showman. They want showmanship. So I have a feeling that has something to do with how we deal with Media Lady, whatever her name was, that I already don't remember. And the rest of this, it looks pretty similar to the last game. All right, next one is Rivals. All right.
Winning rivalries is a great way to earn
Emma.
respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favorable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
Is it weird that I actually kind of look a lot like the driver avatar? Alright, so we have Magnussen, and I think if I heard her right, we get to choose the rival? I don't know when that happens, but that sounds better than them just being like, hey, that guy, that's your rival now. So that's cool, I like that. And then, what's next? That's just overview stuff. The old R&D tree. Well, we have 1750. Let's go spend some points. Looks like our car needs some work in the aero department. Here's the tree. The tree doesn't look as bad. Does it? Oh, I see. Oh, wait. Yeah, it gets bad. They show you less to begin with, which is nice. It doesn't look as daunting. So we have 1750, and it's only 500 for these hexagon upgrades. So it must be 1,000 for these? Oh, wow, yeah, that's a bit cheaper. Okay, so this is a front downforce. This is a rear downforce with the halo. Interesting. Halo, obviously the biggest talking point of the F1 2018 season to begin with. I think everyone's pretty much over it by now, but we're about to see it right up in our face in a video game, and we'll see what we think about it. I'm going to go ahead and start spending some money. 500 credits on that. That said a lot, though. Wait, what? Oh, I've already done it. Chassis? That's one thing to do here. I'm not going to worry about these just yet. Not just yet. I don't know what this morale modifier is over there. I have no idea what that is. Weight reduction, though, is always good. And 500 points. 37% chance of failure, though. That's a lot higher. So things are cheaper, but the chance of failure is higher. Okay, interesting. And... oh, this looks very much so the same. So let's do this 10% general wear, because that just seems like a no-brainer. Cool. And all of those are in development now? We don't have to wait for the ability to do those things at the same time, so that's different. Okay, well that was easy. And was that it? I think that was it. 6. Oh, parts. Oh no. 3 ICEs, 2 kinetic motor generator things. Let's hope durability is up. What's the gearbox like? 1? Oh, I see. Completed 0 of 6 races. So it still has to... you still get a new one every 6 races, basically. Right? Yeah. But what is this? The practice gearbox is available in P1 and P2 in order to limit mileage on the event gearbox. A new practice gearbox can be fitted at any time without incurring a penalty. So that's cool. We don't have to worry about practicing and hurting gearboxes. That's a nice change. I like that. Okay, well, I think that's it. What do we do from here? Return to overview. Oh, we go to practice 1. Let's go! I hope that's not trademarked. It looks like they haven't used, obviously,
Welcome to
copyrighted
Melbourne,
stuff.
where the practice session is about to start for this weekend's Australian Grand Prix. The
Jolly good. Here we are. There's our Halo. Hello, Halo. Also, you can probably already tell something's different. So, I talked a lot in our F1 2017 career how much I hated the fact I couldn't see the mirrors in our Williams. Well, the mirrors are like that in Formula 1 now. The mirrors are just very far away, and it's impossible on a single monitor to see your mirrors in these cars. So I am, for the very first time, using Track IR in a racing game. I've used Track IR in American Truck Simulator, but that's very different. I've never used it in racing games because it was too weird, and I just couldn't adapt to it, but we're going to try. We're going to try to adapt to it. And hopefully you guys
in the unforgiving world
like
of Formula 1,
and it doesn't bother you too much.
Sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programs, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car.
Yeah.
You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second.
Okay, nothing really new there.
Morning, Jeff here. I'm looking forward to working with you as your race engineer. Hope you've had a good night's sleep, because we've got a lot of work to do today to prep for the season ahead. We're ready to fire up the car, so why not head out and get a few laps under your belt?
Hey, Jeff. Jeff definitely speaks to us a little bit differently. I don't know how to describe it, it's just sharper. It feels less muddy. We'll see what it's like in the car. F1. Oh, wait. Praise Codemasters. They've made the practice program menu,
When you get a chance,
the car
make sure
setup,
to run some of our
the
practice
timing,
programs. They don't all need to
everything
be done in one
is
session,
all on the same
but there's
screen.
valuable data there to help race strategy
Shut
and
up,
car
Jeff.
development.
I'm having a revelation here. This is amazing. This makes this whole system so much less frustrating. You can choose your tires right here. It's so much better. It's so much better. So setup-wise, I don't have a clue. I really don't. And there will be no workshop setups available for, the foreseeable future. So I'm running a little blind here. I don't know how much has changed with the cars. So I'm going to run with a higher downforce setup. And that seems like a lot. Let's do 7.7. Let's do 8.8. Put more camber in it. I feel like it's set up. It's trying to set this car up for a street course, and I don't think it needs that. So yeah, I'm gonna loosen up the suspension a bit.
Okay, the circuit is clear at the moment. We're good to go.
Glad you still interrupt me. We're good. Okay, well, that's a good baseline. We'll see what that's like. So now F5. Okay, practice programs. So for the F1 2018 career, here's what I'm gonna do. In 2017, for the first season, I did practice and qualifying as a video, and then the race as a video. I also showed all of the practice programs. This time around, I'm going to do kind of what I did in the later seasons in a combination. I'm going to show you some of practice.
Alter the setup
Jeff,
of the car.
really? I'll show probably the track acclimatization. This is a new one, ERS management. We might show that. But for sure, qualifying pace and maybe race strategy. So a couple, like a few of the practice programs, but most of those I'll do off camera. And we'll do qualifying. That'll be a video. And then we'll do our 50% race. That's the format we'll go for this season. This particular video will probably be longer than most because of the introduction and stuff. But let's quit babbling and get the track and go do some track acclimatization. Get my climate on. How did I first try to say that word when I saw it? Oh, hey. In the car, please. In the car. Hello.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
Okay. Whoops. Alright. I wish I could pause right now, but I don't think I can. To show you some stuff. I've made some other changes. We'll go through those as we run the track. Where's the gate?
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it.
Okay, Jeff,
Distance
shut up.
on your MFD.
So, that's interesting right out of the gate. Gate, get it? It's very hard to see the gates when you're straight on, thanks to the halo. Ooh, buddy. That's a pretty good little run. I'll be honest, I did run a bit of time here at Melbourne getting the settings dialed in, so I'm probably more acclimatized than usual. Boy, that's better than I ever did in 2017. We may have to... Well, there was one. Dial in the difficulty yet. But the cars feel a lot different. I know they made some pretty dramatic physics engine changes. Apparently things are running at a higher tick rate. What is this, PUBG? So yeah, there's some changes. And the cars have changed a bit. But yeah, it just feels a little bit more predictable to me so far.
Great stuff. You pretty much nailed this circuit.
Cool.
This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
Foundations? I like foundations. Okay, so let's actually go through some of the things. I talked about it a lot in F1 2017. Oh wait, there's a car coming. I'm gonna get out of the way. There you go. How I couldn't get through this menu very well. So what I've done, I had the revelation, and they actually put in the feature in this game, unbelievably, where you can choose buttons to activate things in this menu. So on the wheel, I can change the new one, which is ERS deploy. Is there a fourth? There is a fourth. There's a fifth. So I can change ERS with buttons on the wheel without having to go through the arrows. And if I move my shifter... Hold on. Let these cars through. If I move my shifter to third gear, I go to rich. If I go to fourth gear, I go to standard. If I go back to fourth gear again, I go to lean. And just like that. So that's much easier for me to get to. Brake bias, I can change 54 or 56 based on when I do it with a shifter as well. And I can bring up like the quick menu with a shifter. So that should be advantageous for us. That should be really good. Any other little changes? Not really, other than, you know, the fact I can move my head around. We'll have to get used to that as well. But let's go do some more practice programs.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Nobody can control slip. That man's out of control.
Test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Cool, yeah, I was able to do the tire wear one optimally. It was a little bit closer, but I was able to do it. That's encouraging. Alright, I was able to do the fuel management only good. I couldn't get perfect on that one. That one was actually really tough, which is weird, because it was the other way around in 2017. I could never do the tire management, but I could always do the fuel management really easily. Interesting, though. Now we move on to the new one.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute,
Really, Jeff?
27.6.
We move on to ERS management, which is a new thing, and I don't fully understand it yet. They didn't give you any lessons or anything. They're just like, hey, here's this thing. Learn it. So here we go. So what are we looking at? I see things on the wheel that obviously have to do with this. I see a 58%, a D, and H. So D, I think, is the battery, and H is the recovery? No.
This is the ERS management test. Hit the target time whilst managing your battery charge.
Okay, well,
the more efficiently you use energy throughout the lap, the higher you will score. Remember that you can change
we're
your
really
ERS
slow.
deployment settings via the MFD.
So we need to go fast. We need to back off of it. So I gotta get that back into the green. Oh wow, we're like really slow. We're like desperately slow. And I'm very in the red. Huh. This is bizarre. I hate to say it, but I just honestly don't have a freaking clue what to do or what's going on. Like, I can't seem to run that fast at all. And we are buried in the red on both of them. It's a lot to do, you know, that's a lot of buttons to hit every lap, every turn, basically. Alright, next lap. I'm gonna... Let's back off here a bit. And then, okay, hot lap. Let's try and have a good run down the straightaway here. Then...
That lap was too slow. You need to find more speed.
Oh,
Make
man.
sure to properly utilize your ERS
I missed
modes.
turn 1 because it's too much. Oh, man. I was so busy trying to find, you know, get down to, like, medium. Okay, we are royally stuck here. Boy, that's a challenge. That's a real challenge. Well, I guess I'll have to go ahead and try for a third lap and see what happens. Get these tires cleaned up. Nobody's coming. Luckily, the halo kept us safe. Okay, so let me look at this wheel. What's going on here? D and H, 50%. I guess 50% is probably our charge. Mode 2, Mode 3, Mode 4. What's the blue bar? Is the maybe the blue bar is our total charge. It really feels like when you start the career, there should probably be some kind of basic tutorial. Oh wait, let me actually look at that. What's going on there? No, it's the same things. Oh, the percentage goes up when I'm on the brakes. Because of regenerative braking. Gotcha. That's a really disorienting though. So yeah, the bottom bar is our total charge. Let's see. I don't know what the white and yellow ones are at the moment. I'm gonna like stomp on the brakes down here. Let me let this car go. trying to learn. The H has come up a lot. I don't really know why. Whoops. I'm like studying the wheel, trying to figure this stuff out. Alright, well, let's go to hot lap. Try this again.
Your pace is too slow. Make sure to adjust your ERS mode to find the balance between speed and energy management.
Alright, so we're into the green, but we're just barely into the green. And we're diving down into the red on the other bar. Boy, it's weird how natural the track IR stuff ends up being. It's the fact that, like, before I ever started using track IR or anything, I always was a person that looked to the apex. I have that natural instinct. So it's not really something that I'm doing intentionally. Boy, this is hard. I don't know how to do what they want. Can I be on rich mix? No, I'm stuck to standard. I don't know. I'm gonna fail this. I'll have to keep learning this. This is a whole new ballgame for me.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
That's weird. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. This is a tough track for me though, so maybe I'll understand it better when we get to Bahrain. But right now, I'm not too sure. I'm also not too sure why we have... Oh, hello. Who's done this? Who's done this? Our teammate. Lovely. I was going slow, but...
Okay, you need to come in.
We didn't need no booberinos. What was I saying? Oh, I'm not sure why Bart Simpson is on our car there. I guess it's usually just a normal visor, but they serrated it for aero reasons. It's pretty funny. Oh, I'm gonna get hit again. I did. They mad. They real mad. All right, going out for a mock qualifying run. Give it everything I have. It's a bit too deep for turn one. Shifting a little early as well. I think this traffic's not going to be in our way. Well, it seemed like he was saying we were very late to the throttle there. It just feels like there's a lot more braking grip. I think that's the biggest change for me with the driving right now. Gosh, this Hamilton traffic. Unbelievable. Rookies. That's not Hamilton, that's Sir Token, who legitimately was in our way and screwed up our lap. Lovely. Lovely. Well, this lap's ballsed up now. I've heard rumors that they're better at letting you through. I guess maybe he wasn't on a slow lap. I thought he was on like an out lap or something, or an in lap. He just let us through. He didn't. Okay, well, try again now that our tires are no good.
We're down on our target times. Let's try to find a bit more.
That was actually a little better anyway. Rev out. The sounds are a lot different too, aren't they? Actually, I'm kind of struggling to hear tire noise. That was one of the things I liked about 17 was how talkative the tires were. The tires are feeling a little mute here. I don't hear them at all, really. but the engine's much more talkative. It's kind of a trade-off. A little bit of a hang-up there. No pylon there anymore. I think I just saw a piece of it, or a wing or something sitting on the track. Oh, there's the hang-ups. Thought I had fixed them. Nope, still here. Oh, it's gonna be close. I think we'll just be in the good.
Final lap. This is the final
Okay,
lap of the program.
no, I won't do any better than that. 25.2 for optimal. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Okay. Oh wow, the hangups are here for real. Okay. I hope that isn't gonna be a major problem now. Didn't have any in the first few programs. Might have to look into some things here. Hold on.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. Red, Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon.
Okay, so hit or miss things here. We might be too fast. I might be a little too fast. However, I don't think all the teams went out and did qualifying runs yet. So this might not be totally representative. More concerned. I can fix that. But I think we might have a broken game situation here. Let me throw in some clips of some of the further hang-ups that I was having. So yeah, those are very bad. I've pinged people on Discord to see what I can do, and it was recommended to try windowed mode in the game, so I'm going to try that. If that doesn't work, we're going to have a hell of a time here, because it's not even raining yet, and we're having these hang-ups, so that's not going to be good.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled.
It's just the beginning. No, it doesn't stop now. It's overwhelming. Sure.
So how are you finding
okay, that was
things
wrong
at the
answer
team?
apparently.
Are you settling in?
Settling in. You don't feel the best. Struggling to remember their names. Right at home.
What are you expecting out of
Do
this
they not
season?
like that?
Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more?
50 years from now, grandchildren, rookie season. Yeah, that seems showman. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of pressure.
Well, that's everything.
I don't like that. That's no good. That's no good at all. That's just making fun of my poor reading comprehension. That's not a game mechanic. I don't know. Give me some time. Okay, here's our resource points. Oh, apparently I accidentally skipped it. Teams are slightly happier with us, even just after practice, apparently. Okay. We're a little bit less rookie and a little bit more showman. And now, I'm going to go fiddle with game settings until I can find something that doesn't freeze all the time. Hopefully. Maybe. Alright, so we end practice with 645 resource points. And this standings with our team. And all this stuff. I'm going to go to qualifying now. But I'm going to warn you. I've been trying. I tried a bunch of different settings. Windowed mode, borderless window, VSync on, VSync off, VSync modes, different graphics options. I cannot get rid of the major stutters. I tried turning track IR off. I tried not having OBS running. Nothing I have done has affected the stutters. Hopefully there's some kind of patch coming. It seems like I'm not the only one having these issues. We'll see, but we might just have to deal with it through Australia here and maybe China and hope that things get better. but I think the probability of us crashing or having some kind of major incident related to a game hang-up is pretty high. It seems we have new messages, though. Indications from testing of the car has decent pace, but expect us to be somewhere in the middle of the field. Good luck out there today. Just a reminder of the forecast. Reminder of the track. If you didn't complete any last session, the number of resource points gained was relatively small. Had you participated comprehensively, you would have been awarded. Well, you see, Carl, I don't want to put a lot of laps on the car, so shut up. Let's go qualify. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna go straight to the track.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should begin.
Once this is over.
We don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
I don't think they even recorded a new line there. I think they actually reused a bunch of the voice lines. That's disappointing. They could at least record the same words with a new recording. Okay, so, ooh, easy. Qualifying rich mix, whatever it is, max mix. Full ERS, I assume. Yep, hot lap. We're gonna be going real fast. I'm running borderless window right now with VSync on. I don't know for sure, but it seemed like... I was about to say, it seems like it's better. But good God, it's not. Whew. We just froze in time. Broke the space-time continuum. Whoops. I'm a little distracted, sorry. Ooh, that's alright, I might have to do 2 laps here. I hope the next lap I don't have one of those issues. Should I? I think I should. Let's save ERS. I'm trying to build it back up for another flyer. Remember this third DRS zone? Actually, let's do none. I only think that's how it works. Like I said, they didn't give us any lessons, so I don't know. I might be making a fool of myself doing that. I'm not sure. Here we go. Another time. Be cool, game. Be cool. The decel noises are so different. Taking a little getting used to. Oh, buddy, that was a near snap oversteer moment. Feels like maybe I'm a little aggressive on the brakes for the rear bias. Just a touch. I think I lost some time right there.
You've fallen down the order. You're now in P7.
Damn it. I always do that here. I never can get that right. Push here to make sure we have a lap that gets us through to Q2. The team's going to be real upset with us. Good exit. I think we could get in the 5s, it'll be alright. Oh, it was a 4-9. Alright. Well, that'd be good enough. 9/10 down from Vettel. Maybe our difficulty's right where it should be then. There's probably more in it, but times are going to get faster. And I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, new snazzy fast forward music. So snazzy. Still sitting 5th? Looking fine. Looking real fine. Everything about the game so far, everything acts and looks a lot cleaner and smoother and snazzier, except for the major frame hangs. So, P7, P8. Well, I mean, we turned nearly the exact same time as Magnuson, so that actually feels like our difficulty is almost perfect. We'll see. Q2, let's go to track. I was thinking about it. Maybe we should technically probably be behind Magnuson. We are the number 2 driver. Might have to fiddle with it. See if we can find the right AI balance. I love the challenge, but I love it to be competitive too, so it's got to be somewhere in the middle. Alright, this is not... I gotta remember, we're not in our Williams anymore. From F1 2017. This is not a guarantee we will get through. I'm gonna really push hard for Q2 lap here. And I think the rule's still in place, where we have to use these tires in the race. Stop hitting that curb so much, I think. So ideally, we don't want to do more than 1 lap on these tires. Still the case, they don't give you a delta to go against. Ah, I messed that up. I messed it up real bad. I think we might have to do 2 laps on these tires. I could go in and get another set, or I could just take it easy on these tires for the rest of this lap and have to deal with tires that did an extra half a lap. I got a car behind me. That's too bad, because we had a lap with no frame hangs, too. So this time I can do a part of the track with clear traffic. Go back into hot lap mode. We have an excellent exit here. I think I'm shifting a bit early. I like that the lights flash on this car. Really deep into there. Probably too deep. These tires only have 1 lap in them. It really does feel that way. A bit cleaner there. We're green and purple right there. Still early, but... Right, it's... So far, that's been the most interesting part of the Halo, and I guarantee you... I am one of the very few people using the Halo. I bet you most everybody's going to turn that off. But I like having that there. I like thinking of it as a challenge, like a Formula 1 driver is having to deal with. It's nice to get the perspective on it. And the thing that's been a surprise to me so far is the turning. It really blocks on the straightaway your turning markers. What is this lap? 24? No, 25-1. We'll see. I was awful hard on these tires, too. Not good. Not good. Be closer than I like. 7th and 8th. Alright, well, we're back in that same order. It's nice to run, like, right with your teammate. That's a good feeling. So, good showing for so far here. We've really achieved our goal already. As we move into Q3, anything we do in Q3 is icing on the cake. Feeling good. Feeling really good. Alright, let's go do a lap. I think I'll probably, if I don't really blow it, I'll probably just do the 1 lap and go on from there. I really like the fact we don't have to sit through voicemails listening to our qualifying goals and all of that BS again. The only complaint I have so far is the hang-ups. Everything else has been super good. Like, the changes have been great. They did a lot of the things I hoped they would do with the career. I know we haven't seen all of it yet. We haven't seen everything, but so far so good. Ooh, that was the first time track IR really distracted me. It got me unrooted because like I said, I just naturally turn into the turn with my head, and it turned a bit too much, and I lost the corner apex. I can adjust that too. I probably will tone it down so that I have to make big head movements to get to the mirror. Oh, buddy. Apparently that wasn't too much there. I don't know where the line is. It was a pretty messy lap. And I've done 2-lap runs enough at this point that I almost want to try for one. Let's see where we stand on this one. 23.8. Wow, they're going fast. 24.8. Oh, that ain't too bad. Let's just do sector 1 and see where we sit. That's a nice exit. I hate how leisurely he hits the DRS button. Wide there again, but I held on the throttle a lot better. Oh yeah, those big time picked up right there. Honestly, it feels like these tires are dropping off slower than they were last season.
Down to the third row. You're currently in P5.
See that like it's a bad thing. P5's really good. I think we're starting to lose some pace now, and I'm starting to run out of ERS as well. Yeah. Just running out of steam for the end of the lap here. I'd have to really nail these last few turns.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Especially if we don't have power. It's going to be a nearly identical lap. Alright, well, I think that's all we're going to get out of it. I think we might be 7th and 8th. And I'm not going to put more time on the car. You look at our DRS, or not DRS, our ERS meter there, 12%. And you could feel it. You could definitely feel that we were down on power. I can't wait for people to explain to me what D and H mean. I feel like an idiot for not knowing, but I have confidence that the audience will inform me in a calm and sincere manner on what all of that means.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Vettel, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Again, didn't record anything new for those. Oh man, 7th and 8th, that's a good showing. And like I said, I like the fact that we're running near each other. That feels good, it feels right, you know? It feels like more of a team effort than what we were doing with Williams there. Good showing there at the front. We got Ferrari, Mercedes, Mercedes, Ferrari. And they're in pretty much the correct order. So, that does it for season introduction, practice, and qualifying. Tomorrow, a video containing a 50% race in the rain in Australia.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy.
Yeah, pretty happy.
It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race?
That's the plan. The car feels fantastic. We have great strategy. Chassis department will notice that. Oh, okay.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Oh. Hosta wasn't happy with that.
That's everything.
Huh. Maybe I'll learn those better. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time.